Unique gifts for kids 10 and under. These aren't just boy specific, these can be for anybody. Disclaimer, there's a wide range of interest and maturity in this age range, so some of these may not be for your kid, and that's okay. I'm just trying to come up with unique ideas that aren't the same as are on every single gift guide. At the older end of this range, special effects makeup. I had 2 kids who were obsessed with doing special effects makeup. It's horrific. They made wounds, and this, you can make scars, and it's disgusting. This is not super expensive. Get some makeup remover balm because it's an absolute pain to get off, and get the dark makeup removing cleansing cloths. Just trust me on this one. I like to package kits like this. This is, you can see, you could have it all stocked in there. This would also be good if you did like face painting supplies or anything for a kid who is theatrical, creative, very fun. Speaking of theatrical, I'm just calling this theater kit. This isn't all necessarily one gift, but same vibe. This, a camcorder, these are for younger kids. This is perhaps for an older kid. If you have somebody who is like into making plays or movies, they also make these books that you can write out storyboards. This one is just like a super simple sheet. Microphone, know your kid. If your kid can't have a microphone, don't buy them a microphone. I have one who I did buy a microphone for that I shouldn't have, and I have regrets. These are mixing boards. This one is more for like a podcast situation, or if somebody is doing like special effects sounds. This one is more for mixing music. Both could be a really good, unique gift for the right kid. Prank stuff. Obviously, I didn't make a kit collage, but you could easily do that. Kids this age love pranks. There are a billion varieties of different pranks, bugs, snakes, the buzzing gum. I feel like you need to know your tolerance because you're going to be the one dealing with it. So get what you will not be driven crazy by. They do make the kits as well. I feel like these are overpriced for what you get in them, and you can get more by buying them separately. But if you want a one and done, they make the kit. If your kid is an explorer or you're outside a lot, I think an adventure kit is a great gift. I put a couple of different types of bags. This is like a tactical bag, and this is more of a hiking bag. And then fill it with whatever your kid would be into. Obviously, binoculars, long-range walkie-talkies are fun. This kind of looks like a pirate telescope. I love this compass for kids. It's not that much more expensive than the plastic ones, and it's gold and like has a top that opens, which I think they would love. I like putting notebooks so they can have little field notes. This lets them collect bugs, and there's a magnifying glass on the top so they can like inspect them before they let them go. This is super cool, and they sell it as a kit, but you can make it on your own. These are basically the clips that you use for towels, and this is a big like thin blanket so they can make outdoor forts. It's sort of expensive as a kit, so you could just probably make it yourself. I think books like this, identifying trees, flowers, bugs, and this is outdoor science experiments, include these very inexpensive, you could probably get these at the dollar store, little specimen cups so that they can collect whatever they find out there. Makes them feel like an adult scientist, which I think is like the whole vibe. This type of pretend play I think is much more appealing to kids than the kits you buy at like a toy store. So get them actual real guest checks for a restaurant, the actual check folio thing that you can just buy for cheap on Amazon. A real telephone. My 8-year-old is literally playing with an unplugged real telephone as I make this video. This is a little waitress apron. You can also get a whiteboard easel, which helps any and all pretend play. A pre-inked stamp feels very official and adult, and for whatever reason, kids love doing them. Checks, do people write checks anymore? These are fake kid checks, fake passports. This is a set of pretend play pads. This is like coffee shop order, a doctor's office. I also highly recommend getting real doctor's tools when you can. Obviously not anything crazy, but you can get real stethoscopes that actually work rather than just a dumb plastic one that's gonna break. I highly recommend getting the real deal whenever you can because kids like it considerably more. Money, I would get money that looks like real money. I used to love to play hotel, and I would write all the reservations. Just, you can get an old one that's literally from not the correct year, a planner that they can just pretend like they're writing restaurant reservations or hotel reservations. Real pretend play stuff is very appealing to kids this age. Similarly, if you are buying for a bookworm, kid who loves to play library, or you are a family who loves books, make a library kit. These are super inexpensive. Fill it with new books. This library kit I've talked about 40,000 times. I own this one. It comes with the stamp, the cards, the pockets. You can buy these all separately as well. A keyboard, it does not need to be connected to anything. Just get a cute keyboard and they can click clack away on it and pretend they're the librarian. You don't have to have a computer. Also, these scanners you can get for inexpensive so that they can pretend to scan the books. This is also a library book log, super inexpensive. A personalized book stamp is great, or they have the embossers that might be a little intense for like younger kids, but This is a great, we played so much library when my kids were younger. Okay, I'm gonna make 2 parts because the platforms do not like long videos anymore for some reason. I will link everything. It will be up in my bio.